7,555 pounds. This is the ever popular 304R Cherokee by Forest River here at HaylettRV of Coldwater, Michigan. We are Michigan's largest standalone independent RV dealer. You can see if we have this in stock and available by either calling our team, visiting the link in the video description, or visiting the HaylettRV website. We only publish what we have in stock. We clearly publish pricing, and we don't do the hidden fees game. So if you'd like a simpler, easier, better way to do business, congratulations. Welcome home. Cherokee is Forest River's #1 selling series of travel trailers out there. And they've been that way for a few years, but they have just rocketed to unprecedented levels of success the last 2 or 3 years. Answering the question of why is kind of the purpose of this video, because every camper is good for different reasons, and there are other campers with similar layouts to this one, though this is somewhat unique within its category. So, you can skip ahead just to see the interior or hang with us a little bit here. And on the way, remember, you can call our team at any time. I do recommend you visit our website, though, to make sure the one that we have in stock is the one that you want, because this may not be how we have one equipped. This video is just here to give you an idea. This is pretty much how we prefer to build them, but sometimes one will roll in with a little different equipment complement. So right over here is its little brother, Gray Wolf. And what's interesting is they have the same appointments. It's just that the Gray Wolf is on a little thinner chassis, and this one sits up a little higher because it's on a little bit bigger chassis. Other than that, this has floor flush slides versus the Gray Wolf that does not. That's about it. Other than that, they're basically the same camper, part for part. These guys, I think, have become just crazy popular for a couple reasons. They've pushed the envelope of what defines a family class, like stick-built trailer, a constructed travel trailer versus a laminated trailer. And they've included loads of shiny upgrade features that are normally not available on this class and category of travel trailer. A lot of things have solar prep, outside shower, black tank flush systems. Of course, this has all that, but extra hookups for a gas grill quick connect, blue glowing backlit outside speakers and matching awning light for patio use. Double, maybe closer to triple thickness nose skin that's all painted aluminum instead of potentially sun-fadey fiberglass. It's actually much thicker than this. The whole nose is effectively diamond plate. The only reason they still give you a designated diamond plate here is because not everyone does the level of research that you're doing right now. Good job, folks. This is a cool floor plan. It is long, don't get me wrong. It is not a short one. It's probably closer to 34, 35 feet tip to tail in truth. The model number indicates a little bit less, but that's roughly your walkable floor space. That's a rule of thumb, by the way, in this business. Not a Bible, but a guide. Anyway, what this gives you is a huge living space with a comfortable but modest bedroom arrangement. Very nice bathroom in it, actually, though, still. So not everybody needs a giant slide-out bedroom, For people who just like, man, I camp at the local campground, or I got a seasonal, I just need a big living room to kick back on the weekends. Boom! This is your camper right here. The slide walls, they've done little things to really make this stand out to me within its category. Like, they were one of the first to start using this little hammered, tinny type looking skin here. It's got that cottage cheesy texture. That's a scientific term, by the way. And that grabs the slide seal so that you get better contact with the slide seals and they wipe better in and out, Cherokee, they weren't the first ones to do it, but they were the first ones to make it, like, effectively standard, basically mainstream, to have things like this little flip down cargo travel rack on the back. That's been available in the industry for a while, but not just like carte blanche on everything, The spare tire does not need to be removed to drop that, by the way. Real quick structural points. We do have a 3/8 walk-on roof with 16-inch center roof trusses. Roof is rated at about 2,800 pounds, so way more than enough. It's fine. The walls are very impressive, and a standout in this class that they have an average of 12-inch on-center wall studs. Some are closer, some are further apart, but that is about 30% better than industry standard. And there's nothing wrong with industry standard. They just went above and beyond. Now you've got 12-inch on-center floor studs that are 2x3 longitudinal joists. For those who don't care about structure, just skip ahead. But we've also got a 5/8 tongue and groove plywood floor deck, so you're not going to get that squeaky, creaky, moany, groany thing going on. Now your power awning clearly covers this whole super slide. There's two schools of thought on this, and they both have merit. And that's why we carry so many different things here at HaylettRV, because there's more than one way to skin a cat, and you need to spend your money how you want it spent. That's why I give you these videos, so you can choose the features that are important to you. So someone is the knee-jerk thought, the school of thought that first pops in people's mind when they see a awning that goes over the slide out is, that's stupid, it's taking up my patio space. Okay, I acknowledge that. There's still plenty of room here for a patio because it's only a 3-foot deep slide. It's like a 8 or 10 foot deep awning, but I understand your point, and there is some merit to that. But on a hot day, when the sun is beating down on this thing, the slide out does not have the insulation the rest of the camper has. It is drastically thinner wall construction. This is true not just on Cherokee. This is true of all campers. The slides are not insulated in the same fashion as the main coach. That awning is shielding the sun from baking that thing. It's shielding the rain from pounding right above your head, you know? So it actually will help you stay cooler and more comfortable because your main seating is all in that slide out. Your sofa, your dinette. Now this does have a pair of rear recliners, which is nice. It's got a 5th wheel living room in a family class travel trailer. So if you need big living space, but you don't need big laminated luxury 5th wheel budget, this is your coach. Now, this sort of reminds me of like the Montana luxury 5th wheels that we have here at Haylett's. Now, Montanas have an integrated outside TV, but again, you're not paying Montana money, but you're still getting an awesome outside TV experience. And remember, this is all under the awning. So if you choose to add a TV, because most of these Cherokees don't really generally come with one, we don't like the TV you get from the factory, we can get you a better one from Walmart if you want it for less money. Anyway, so you can slot a TV here, it can move, it can mount in the bedroom, it can mount in the living room, all that. Now I mentioned it's got the blue backlit speakers and awning. Your campsite has a real fun glow at night. And again, like a luxury 5th wheel. Although you're starting to see these things everywhere. You've got these big stable step aluminum MORryde entry steps here. These things are awesome. So hold on just a second here. Let me show you. You open this friction hinge door. You see how I flung that and it still didn't slam the side of the trailer? That's what's neat about these. You want the door pretty much all the way open. And that's all there is to it. I've got chicken arms, guys. You know, I'm not a big muscle-bound dude. And these things, by the way, they're rated for 500 pounds. So if you're over the weight capacity of these steps, you're probably already far past the weight capacity of most furniture fixtures in an RV. This is already stronger than almost everything in here. One hand, you just pull this down. Now they're lightweight, they're aluminum, they're not heavy. They're not going to fall and hit your head or anything like that. And bang, there you go. You got a campsite that's got uneven ground or something, adjust the foot pegs. Now check this out though, you can just stomp the crap out of these things. And nothing moves, nothing budges. The trailer doesn't rock and roll. I don't have the jacks down. It doesn't matter. So when you're packing the trailer up, you're not getting that seasickness from people coming and going. Really nice in bunk models, but you know, even in a couple's coach, you're going to appreciate this. While I'm up here, I mentioned in passing, a little solar quick connect for charge panels. A propane grill connection, if you choose to add one of those, you know, Cherokee's all set for it. Let's move up inside. By the way, bigger entry handle makes life coming and going on these beautiful steps a lot easier too. And of course, my battery is dead. Whatever. You know, I'm going to leave the battery dead. I'm not going to cut the video because this is a good time to exploit the fact that Cherokees have these extremely large windows that let in just a flood of light in here. Also, the interior decor that you see here, it is, they've done a really good job of like a light-dark contrast that makes this thing look and feel big. Now, even without the lights on, well, the lights are on, but they're not doing anything. You can still, I mean, it's very comfortable in here. And actually, I'm getting some wicked backlight from a morning sun with that window right there. So, you see, if I point right at the camera, things get dark. But this is what it really looks like in here, even without the lights on or really functioning. Now, above both super slides, because this has dual opposing like 5th wheel super slides, you've got that blue indirect LED light up there. You can see that blue glow. It's just neat during the day. It just maybe looks cool, and you can turn it off if you want to. But what it does for you at night is it becomes the perfect night light. So when all the lights are off, the kiddos can easily see their way up through here and get to the bathroom. And that's another thing I really like about this floor plan. And again, different campers have different advantages, but one of the things I like about this floor plan from Cherokee here at HaylettRV is there's your entry door, and your bathroom is just a hop, skip, and jump to grandma's away. It's just right across the pond here. So You going down the road, or even at your campsite, easy in-out access to the bathroom facility, but it's still private. You don't have to walk through it to get to the master bedroom, so you're never locked out of your bedroom, which is nice. We'll come back to the kitchen. Here in the rear area, you've got these twin full pushback recliners, and they are full pushback. That actually does go down a little bit further. You can really take a nice nap in those. It's the Thomas Paine collection. T-Pain in the house! Chances are almost nobody watching this video has any idea why that's funny. Regardless, maybe I find it's funny. I don't know. It doesn't matter. So, if you choose to add a TV, this has just an awesome fifth wheel style side entertainment system that is super, super popular in the business right now, and for good reason. Because when you're sitting over here on what is, you could say, is your main seating area in this pretend theater seat of sorts, you're right on Boardwalk and Park Place, but you're still social. You're still in the mix. You're still chatting with the campsite cook. You're still visiting with your friends who are playing cards over here. You know you're from Michigan, by the way, when you can say, spell euchre and play euchre. You know, it's a very, we're not the only state that does it, but that's how I know you've really got some good Michigan blood around you. Anyway. Electric space heating fireplace with LED visuals. Again, a lot like a fifth wheel. This is the working man's big living room model, effectively, you know? And I do like that they really reduce the amount of that foamy brick-looking stuff. This looks super three-dimensional, but it's actually a flat print. But man, does it have a look to it. And that's kind of the whole story of this coach. It's built well. I don't have to apologize for it, but it has the look and feel of something far, far bigger, but it's because it has higher level appointments than you usually get in this class. Normally in this class, you only get swiveling rocking chairs. You don't get full pushback recliners. You don't usually get these max-sized windows that let in this ridiculous amount of light. Over here, you see a lot of campers in the stick-built category have the little folding armrest in the middle here. Now you can flip that up to make it a normal sofa, but these other camper brands have it because of Cherokee. They had it a year before everyone else, and that's when they really started growing like crazy, and it's because of little differences like this. Well, again, Cherokee never settled for good enough. They continued to push for better. So, they found a modified version that has little LED accents in here that are 12-volt operated, which is cool. So you can see your drink coaster at night and not have a spill in the middle of night. And they have integrated USB charging plugs, because boy, do we all have a bunch of USB devices nowadays. A little storage below that so if one jackknives up too. Over here, our table. It can obviously fold down to a grandkid sleeper, and that is really one of the coolest parts of this floor plan. Grandpa, Grandma, are you looking for a nice retirement camper? You want a lot of living space, but you're afraid that you'll sit, the grandkids won't come? Well, here, you can sleep grandkid, and if they're small, maybe you can double them up nose to toes. Don't get a bunkhouse. Get a big living room like this with bonus sleeping space. That's my message for almost every grandpa and grandma out there. Now, quick detail thing I want to talk about, because this is very, very uncommon in this class of camper. Whether it's the tabletop, the countertop, the bathroom countertop, they're a pressed membrane thermal foil, aka waterproof, countertop. So that is what allows them to have a recessed sink and stove, but we'll get to that in a little bit here. A neat thing on these, with one of the, I don't even know which upgrade bundle it comes in, because we always pack everything in these that we can, pretty much, are these 40-inch full extension dinette drawers. If somebody is sitting at the table, having breakfast, playing cards, anything, doesn't matter. Even if no one's sitting there, you don't have to take the table down. You don't have to peel the cushions off. You don't have to lift up the dinette base. You can just get to all your storage. Now, this very thick 5/8 plywood right here, that's the same stuff as we're walking on. That's our floor decking. Now, the kitchen over here is phenomenal. And that is the thing that a lot of rear living rooms really don't do a good job of. Most rear living rooms have a pretty crappy kitchen. You usually get to choose, do I get a good kitchen or do I get a good living room? And Cherokee gives you and instead of or. It's one of the things I like about them here at Haylett's. But they do a lot of things you're not expecting. This island is actually backwards right now. And you're thinking, well, how's that possible? Those of you who already know the answer, please be silent, because other folks might not know. But, like, you see how you've got this overhang here for, like, bar stools or something? Well, this is a rolling mobile kitchen island. You can shift it around to kind of meet your needs at this campsite. It can sort of be and do whatever you want. But in the meantime, holy crap, Batman, is it loaded with storage. And that's what's cool about it. Because it had to be mobile, they couldn't do something silly like jam the sink into it. The sink is in its nice own little alcove over there. So this thing had to be pure, unadulterated storage through and through. And if you need it moved, you need to shimmy it around, it's on little locking casters. You can move it around however, wherever you want. For the remainder purposes of this video, I'm simply just going to kind of push it to the back of the camper here, but we now know that that can move around. Notice, they didn't waste the space under that stainless oven. So many brands, if you're lucky, they give you what I call the knuckle buster, which is just a door that drops down, and I swear it always screws up your fingers on those poles. No one's figured out a good way to do that yet. Instead, they give you they didn't waste this. They made it easy access, comfortable storage. Notice too, instead of putting the microwave up high, where you could risk spilling hot liquids on yourself, they mounted the microwave down low. And I am praying more of the RV industry takes note of this, because I have said for years, microwaves should be mounted a little bit lower. Now, there's always going to be that person that argues with me, but I still feel that having, like, very few camp kitchens have a nice big cross breeze window, and they can't because the overhead is always packed with stuff like a microwave. This makes so much more comfort sense to me. Now I've got a big breeze window over here. Plus I've got, for heat exhaust, if you are cooking up a storm, we've got this big vent up here. And the skylight is another one of those upgrade bundles, and you see it has the sunshade, so that we've got all sorts of light and heat exhaust going on in this kitchen. And remember, guys, the lights aren't really working right now. During the day, if you're dry camping, like especially if you're going to use that little solar prep plug, you don't have to burn up your battery. You know, you get to save that for evening use. It's super cool that way. You can make a camper much, much less expensive by sacrificing lights and windows. Cherokee didn't go that route. This is the one with more equipment. If you were looking for the one that's $1 less, we carry that brand too. That's fine. But it won't have all these nice things like the waterproof counters, the recessed stovetop, the recessed single basin farmhouse sink. But, I mean, really thick, really heavy-duty sink cover. And big stainless sink like a fifth wheel. Some people dislike the one basin sink. Some people really prefer it. And that's why I carry different campers here at Haylett's. So if all you have to do is make a wish list of things you want, there's a real good chance I got something that's going to fit it pretty much dead on. Notice too, appliance outlets, USB outlets, and you're going to see more USB outlets, especially in the bedroom, all over the place. They're awesome about that. Like right here, even in your main super slide, you already saw the ones in the couch, but you've also got one between the big giant windows over here too. Talk about cross breeze from those windows. Holy crap! That is a pull-out sprayer faucet as well, and they just didn't waste anything. They've just done a killer job of that. So we talked about the easy access bathroom. We're gonna mention too that it's a dual access bathroom. So if you do have the grand kiddos at night, or maybe you just sleep on that side of the bed, you don't have to like do the sideways travel trailer shuffle to get around the bed. You could just go to the bathroom and go back to bed and not have to disturb everybody. Now these doors are purposely cut just a little bit short, about 1.5 inches, 2 inches, whatever, because they use the bigger fifth wheel fan, the big luxury fifth wheel fan in these Cherokees to give you superior airflow. Now this bathroom right here, I'm seeing this bathroom layout really catch on in a lot of things. Cherokee, I don't know if they were the first one to do it, but this is awesome. Now we've got the bigger radius fifth wheel shower. We've got the bigger skylight, the bigger fan. We've got dedicated linen storage over here. This is a fifth wheel floor plan in a family class travel trailer. You know, it's a very cool mix of things. Now you've got matching backsplash here that you have in the kitchen so that everything really coincides with one another. Remember, waterproof countertop, and that is a big sink for a matching big medicine cabinet that you can actually keep, like, you know, toothpaste and shavers and all that good stuff in here. Moving up to the master bedroom, just about done, guys. Hang out with me here a little bit longer. We've got a walk-around bed with a really nice, you know, set of bedding here. Now, I'm not saying it's what you're going to get at the Ritz-Carlton, obviously, but you're also not on that kind of budget here. But you're getting every ounce of value out of this. That's the thing with the Cherokee. I guess the message of the day with the Cherokee RV at Haylett's here is that the juice is worth the squeeze, if that makes any sense. You know, the input is worth the output. Both sides of the bed don't just have household outlets. They also have USB plugs. And I got to remember that little open the mirror trick, because that was a neat little reveal. Didn't do that on purpose, but I'm going to keep trying. If you choose to add a TV, you can put one over here. And I've done a poor job in other videos, but I want to point out, this is a sliding privacy door for that bathroom entry door. I've had people say, well, if I'm in the shower, I can't go to the bedroom because people can see me. No, this closes off, so understand that too. Does a lot of good stuff. There's that rolling island again. And you know, if you don't like the island, take it out of the camper. You don't have to have it here. It's not bolted down. Now, when you are in transit, this actually straps to the sofa. It actually mounts in the slide out right here. That's part of the reason the sofa's pushed back a little bit. So that when the two slides come in, it doesn't pinch or crush anything. So, there you have it. I think we're good. I think you get the idea. Give us a call. We do hitching, pieces, parts, trades, financing, truck and trailer package deals, RV delivery, and everything in between. So take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy camping, everyone.